Sharks. We are here to present our business plan to you today. My name is Tyson Jorgensen.
And I'm Brandon Whitten. And we are the future owners of
Rock Physical Therapy.
Rock Physical Therapy will be a limited liability corporation in Round Rock, Texas. It'll be a private outpatient clinic looking to focus on geriatric populations as well as vestibular disorders.
Our mission at Rock Physical Therapy is to promote a safe, holistic, evidence-based service to the Round Rock community by providing compassionate, individualized care to advocate optimal return to life activities.
We'll do this by helping our patients reach their goals by providing services and education that are appropriate to each person's specific and unique needs. We'll be asking for a $225,000 loan at the lowest interest rate possible in order to make our dreams come true. So which one of you wants to help us build a rock-solid foundation? All right, I'm going to pass out a copy of our business plan for all of you to look through.
While he's doing that, you can kind of take a look at some of the marketing materials that we have here. These are just some of the things that we can give to the patients that we work with that are available to them so they know about us. We also have an open house on June 1st so that the people in the community can come in, see us, meet us, get to know what we're all about and what we're offering them as well.
So, can you guys tell us a little about yourselves? How did you guys get into physical therapy?
I was born in Nebraska, got my undergraduate degree from Wayne State College in Business Administration, went to Briarcliff University for my doctorate in physical therapy. Some of my hobbies include touring with One Direction and tending to my rabbit farm.
Oh wow, cute. How many do you have?
5,196.
Cute.
All going to... I was born in Utah. I attended the Naval Academy where I graduated with my Bachelor of Exercise Science and became a Navy SEAL. After that, I went to Briarcliff University to finish my degree in physical therapy and later became a geriatric specialist. Some of the things I like to do is I'm a CFL1 on the weekends, and a few of my hobbies include playing cricket, croquet, and occasionally crocheting.
So where's your location and why did you choose that?
Well, Mark, you're gonna like this. We're gonna be located in Round Rock, Texas, which is right outside of Austin. It's right off of Interstate 35 and Highway 45 and a new business development as well. The reason why we chose this location is the location quotient was 0.75, meaning there's not a lot of physical therapists for the population in that area. So that's a big benefit for us. On top of that, it's also a growing population of the geriatric community. So a USA Today article had Round Rock with a 53% increase in the geriatric population since 2000. Also in that area, there's no specialty clinics in geriatric or balanced vestibular area as well. So we are kind of in our own niche and something that'll set us apart.
So you said that there's, a growing need for physical therapy, but what about all those other physical therapists in the area?
Currently, there are 6 physical therapy clinics within a 5-mile of Rock's location. However, with the changing demographics, as well as our specialty in vestibular and geriatric populations, we're confident to corner our share of the market with a cost-effective marketing plan.
Brandon, Tyson, how much do you plan on spending the first year in marketing and then every year thereafter?
So we know opening our doors day one that we won't be 100% productive. We won't have a line of people coming into our clinic. So during those first few months of startup, we plan on using that time to go to these doctors' offices, having lunch and learns with them, going to assisted living facilities and telling them about ourselves. On top of that, we already have radio ads, newspaper ads, ready to go to market our facility. Other things that we're doing is we have a pro bono spot for our clinic. We're going to 5Ks, trying to get the word out about our clinic. The best thing that we're going to do though is by the way we treat our patients, they're going to tell other people about us and the quality of care that we offer.
Early market strategies are also going to focus on reaching out to the private insurance companies in the area. These would include such as Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas and AmeriGroup of Texas. These bigger providers, if we can become in network with them, will allow more options for our patients as well.
So tell me a little bit about your organizational structure.
So as stated before, we are a limited liability company for profit. Our structure is made up of me and Brandon being co-owners. Brandon is responsible for the financial big picture aspects, while I will be taking over for the day-to-day plans as well as overseeing the employees. We plan on hiring another physical therapist as well as a physical therapist assistant that will help round out our team of clinicians. On top of that, we will have an administrative assistant that will help us with scheduling and the administrative side of things.
So after conducting a thorough SWOT analysis, we have found that some of our strengths are going to include that we specialize in vestibular disorders. This is what's going to help separate us from the competition. We're going to promote health and wellness through a qualified and certified staff. We're going to be easily accessible due to the fact that we're in an up-and-coming neighborhood. Some of our weaknesses, we're going to be new to the communities. We're going to have to work a lot more on our networking to get established. On top of that, we're going to have limited staff availability. Opportunities include an expansion of services to the surrounding areas, increasing population of older adults, and we're going to be the only geriatric imbalance and vestibular clinic in the area. Some of our threats include physical therapy, occupational therapy, and chiropractic clinics that are already established in the area, as well as the fact that the current median age is 33. However, the population is trending towards an older population, and this is what we're hoping to target.
At Rock Physical Therapy, we're really inspired by one goal: the health of our patients. We are dedicated to promoting health and wellness through hands-on, innovative, and altruistic care to the community of Round Rock, Texas.
I noticed here that your rent was $6,500 a month. Do you guys gonna have like a floor plan set up, or what's the layout? What's the clinic gonna look like?
Yes, actually we do. So the whole setup will be 3,800 square feet, and it'll be about $1.70 per square foot for rent.
So as you can see on our floor plan, we have a few private rooms that we can treat individuals. One of the rooms will be used also with our vestibular goggles system. So that's a piece of equipment that we can use to help people with balance disorders, and it will separate us as well. On top of that, we also have a biodex machine that continues to help us with balance disorders, and we have plenty of space out here along with basic physical therapy equipment, treadmill, bike. We have a mat table out here, some parallel bars, all the things that we need to help treat any individual return to their health and meet their goals.
Yeah, so what does your guys' financial status look like?
It's a great question, Mark. I'm going to let Tyson field this one.
Yeah, Rock Physical Therapy will be funded with $450,000. This will be made up from Brandon and myself, each contributing $112,500. The remaining amount, the $225,000, is from the business loan that we are seeking from you guys today. This amount will help us with our startup costs, the marketing, equipment, as well as any other expenses that we will incur through our startup. 4 years after being in business, we plan on making around $1,500. From year 5 and forward, we plan on making around $160,000.
So how much is it going to cost to start your business?
Well, Sarah, if you turn to the startup costs and the financial plan, you'll see that it's going to take us about $400,000 to get to September. September is when we plan to start getting reimbursement from the insurance companies. That $400,000 is going to go towards things such as our rehab equipment, which is around $71,000, $50,000 for the remodel, around $6,500 for us to rent our space, as well as all of our salaries.
So I have a question. How much are you paying your employees?
Well, Lori, for our salaries, Brandon and myself will both be making $40,000 a year. We've done that to keep our costs down so we can really reinvest more money into our company. The other physical therapists that we're going to hire, they'll be set at $75,000 for salary. The physical therapist assistant is at $45,000, and the office administrator is at $35,000. On top of that, the benefit packages for Brandon and myself, since our salary is lower, we're looking at about 40-45% for benefit package. And then the other employees are around 20-25%. A lot of that is depending on if they're single or married. You know, our benefits are pretty standard across the board from what we've seen in averages across other companies. We really try to put an emphasis on health insurance, as that is a driving cost today. We really want our employees to be insured and to be happy with what they're getting through their benefits as well.
And so as I was saying, the $400,000 will get us to September, but our total startup budget is $450,000, and that extra $50,000 is to actually get us to March of the next year. So March 2020, we're expecting to break even.
Ooh, 13 months. Seems kind of optimistic there. How you
When
plan?
we're looking at our break even in March, what we're actually saying is that we're finally generating enough revenue to cover our expenses for that month. So from that month going forward, we should be self-sustaining.
So how do you plan on generating that revenue then?
Excellent question, Barb. Starting in March 1 of 2019, we're planning to start the remodel. In June 1, the doors will be open to start seeing patients. However, we don't expect to be reimbursed from any insurances until 3 months later. This might be a little bit optimistic for Medicare and Medicaid. However, it is a little bit later than what you'd expect to see from private and workers, so it should average itself out.
The way we've calculated this is on our cash flow, you can see the breakdown of what we plan on seeing for our patients. We estimate that many of our patients will come from Medicare, so we are planning on 45% of all our patients having Medicare's insurance. For Medicaid, we've planned for 11%, private insurance 20%, workers' comp 17%, and cash 7%. To project our revenue, the Medicare rate is a standard rate you'll see nationwide. For Medicaid, it's specific to Texas. Thankfully for us, it's a higher rate than other states in America. For the private insurance, we've estimated 1.5 times the Medicare rate. Now that might be variable a little bit, but what we've seen is that's about the average of what we can expect back from private insurances. Workers' comp, we've averaged out other states for what the rate we would see in return. And then the cash base is the same as private, but we offer people 10% discount if they pay cash up front.
Okay, so I like what I see. I want to know, what are you guys' long-term goals and how do you guys plan on achieving those?
So some long-term goals that we have was one, being a reputable source in that area, as well as receiving 5 referrals from physicians from Round Rock. To do that, we plan on helping out at 5Ks, serving the community with pro bono work, and as well as providing lunch and learns to the doctors of that area.
The second long-term goal for us is to have our therapists working at 85% efficiency by the end of year 1, and then hopefully work that up to 90% efficiency every year after that. So efficiency, early on we're looking at more towards the marketing versus the true billable productivity, but as we start to gain more referrals and get a hold of our market share, then we would like to see more of the productivity and less on the marketing side.
Yeah, we definitely want to become the leading vestibular balanced geriatric clinic in the area. So various ways to do this is we're offering $400 each year to our therapists to go do courses on vestibular training. On top of that, we also give $200 for their choice of continuing educational credits. We also buy equipment specific for this aspect, this niche in physical therapy. So we've invested $25,000 already in equipment that will help us treat individuals with balanced vestibular disorders, as well as helping the geriatric population.
And our last long-term goal would be we want to be sustainable and profitable after 2 years. We're going to maintain this by 10% of net income after taxes will be directly reinvested back into the company for that continued growth for the years to come. In order to make our dreams a reality, we're asking for a $225,000 loan at the lowest interest rate possible. For us, we'd like to see that around 5%. So Sharks, let me ask you, which one of you would like to make this a reality?
Well, I don't know a lot about physical therapy, and it's just something I don't think I really want to invest in, but I really appreciate what you guys came here to offer. I think you guys have a lot of good values, but I'm out.
We're sorry to hear that, Sarah, but thank you for your time.
I actually really like what you guys have, and I really like the family-oriented, business that you're having. So I would like to make you an offer. I will match the amount that you're asking for, and ask for 10% interest. And I am asking that because I think I have so much more marketing experience.
You know,
than
Brandon and
others.
Tyson, I don't think you should take Lori's deal. I think
Marketing has nothing to do with
yeah,
what we're doing.
me and Mark got a nice good deal here. What do you say?
We want to split this. So we want 4% for her, 4% for me. But we want to give you guys the money you want, $225.
What do you think? I need an answer right now.
Gotta let them know.
Do you really want to have 2 investors?
Yeah.
I will be your sole
How is
investor.
2 not better than 1, Lori?
I will be your sole investor. Just all my heart and soul poured into this
Boys, QVC
company,
has
just
nothing
like
to do
you
with
guys
any
are.
of this. It's not gonna
Just
get you
like your
anywhere.
company. All my values are yours.
This isn't going on a website or a commercial. This is different. This is a different kind of business. I run businesses. I know what I'm talking about.
And I know how to market. Do you, Cuban?
Yes.
We want to thank you for your guys' offers, and we really love the feedback we've got from you guys, but we just aren't sure. We need more help in making the decision. So really, we would like to ask you guys, what offer should we take?